Hello, welcome to a really fun stream, I'm hoping. And today we are trying to beat some villains. We're starting out with Absorbing Man with the worst possible deck maybe ever. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty bad. So what I did is the Marvel Champions monthly podcast, which if you have not seen or listened to them, I highly recommend that you do so. They have a really cool lineup and some really good insights on the game. They ran a Secret Santa gift exchange where it was a deck building gift exchange, and so you signed up, you put in like what you wanted, and then Secret Santa, the program, did it all and then spat it out, and you created a deck for somebody, and someone created a deck for you. Hey, Mastermind, how's it going? Worst deck ever. Yeah. So my prompt was very simple. When I entered in, you put like kind of what you want in a deck, and then you so what I put is I said I want the worst deck possible. And it okay, so yeah. It came out. They won. Let me So I said that I just wanted the worst deck possible. There were a couple other criterias that got put up, and you can find the deck list in the description, or if you are on Twitch, you can use the command for deck list. But basically, the additional criteria that was put on was that every card in the deck must be playable within the confines of the deck list. So you can't give like a non-mystic Sorcerer Supreme. And so, thank you. And then also, every card has to technically be able to do something. So the example that they gave was everyone can play Champions Mobile Bunker, but only champions can trigger the action. So they're not going to put cards that cannot be triggered but can be played. So every card in here is actually technically playable. It is a 50 card deck, and it is gloriously horrendous. So the hero is none other than Valkyrie. Let's talk about the deck. The hero is none other than Valkyrie, which is already off to a wonderfully horrendous start. And we have got some allies, just a few. We've got Moondragon, who I don't think I've actually ever played with Moondragon, so this is also kind of fun. It's a first. Moondragon is a 1/1/2 ally, a 3-cost ally. You can exhaust and discard Moondragon, so a huge cost. But you thought Hulk was the worst hero. I think Hulk. I don't know. I actually probably think Valkyrie is probably the worst hero, because Hulk, if nothing else, can just like basic attack to victory if he can sustain long enough. And this deck is actively trying to block you from doing that, and it's perfect. But Moondragon, you can exhaust and discard Moondragon to choose a minion. That minion attacks another enemy of your choice. So there's some source of our damage. We have 1 copy of Multiple Man, not 3. So Multiple Man, whenever Multiple Man enters play, you can go find another copy of Multiple Man and put it into play. However, we don't have any more copies of Multiple Man, so it's 1 copy of Multiple Man. Love it. We have Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is actually not a bad ally. The reason that Spider-Man is in here is so that we can also run like 3 copies of Warrior the Great Web. We can run 3 copies of Spider Tingle. And it's just like, oh no, because okay, so Warrior the Great Web with Valkyrie can only be attached to Spider-Man, and Spider-Man can be attached Spider Tingle, and it just gets worse. These are probably cards that will be used as resources. But Spider-Man, if we can get him onto the table, is at least 4 damage. The way that I think you win this game is you kind of rush down the villain, but we will see. We've got 3 copies of Height Advantage. So while your identity has the aerial trait, which we do once we get Aragorn out, then reduce the amount of any damage you take from each enemy attack by 1. And then when your turn begins, you discard this card. So we got a Warrior of the Great Web, because, you know, why not? We got Warrior, and we can trigger it off Spider-Man. Oh, geez. We have 3 copies of Hangar Bay. So, oh, geez. Hey, Jason, I'm offended that the worst deck uses Valkyrie. Yeah. So, I think Valkyrie can be built to be strong. This deck does not do that. How about that? We've got 3 copies of Government Liaison, which in the description of the deck list, Government Liaison is great because you can use Government Liaison to pay for your next Government Liaison, which can pay for your next Government Liaison. So those are the only cards in the deck that Government Liaison can pay for. We have a kit to ready Moondragon, because that's very, very important. Honestly, the best thing about this may be that wild resource. We may need to use that. Or, I will say, the one benefit to this deck, no, there's a lot of upgrades. So we may be able to thin the deck out. It's a 50 card deck too, so we're just not gonna be able to do much. You should actually shuffle these cards into Strange afterwards and ooh. Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, yeah. I like that. We got 1 copy of Warning. Cool. We've got 3 copies of True Grit. So after your hero defends against an enemy attack, and we can remove threat equal from a scheme equal to your hero's thwart, which is a astounding 1 thwart. Incredible. We've got the Gardener, because that's the best card in the game. Love it. We've got 4 copies of Stand Together, or 3 copies of Stand Together. So this is a 4-cost card. It's an alliance card, so it works much better in multiplayer as multiple players can pay the cost. But since we're playing a solo game, we can't. So when a friendly character would take any amount of damage, we can exhaust an Avenger and a Guardian character, which we have 1 Guardian character who also has the action to discard itself to prevent all of that damage. And so we'll see. I think the idea here is to get Moondragon. Yeah, I think the idea is to get Moondragon on the table so that we can start triggering Sandy. I don't even know. This is gonna be crazy. We got 3 copies to Shake It Off. So after a Guardian character takes any amount of damage from an attack, give the character a tough status card. So if Moondragon can somehow, oh, we gotta hydrate. Let's go. If Moondragon can somehow survive with his 2 health after 1 enemy attack, he gets a tough status card. Now there, at least in this scenario, we're just running Absorbing Man, which is the easiest. I didn't actually drink. Which is the easiest, I guess, like villain I could think of. There are no 1 attack minions, so Moondragon will always lose. He will never be able to survive. Moondragon OP. Moondragon is OP, yes. Easiest, except Vought will hate it. Yeah. That's true. Well, yeah. So I thought we would try Absorbing Man. Then I wanted to brainstorm if there was another villain. I think Absorbing Man works. There aren't a lot of minions, and so I think the strategy is to attach Deathglow to Absorbing Man and basic attack just over and over and over again. And then to round it all off, we got 3 copies of Beat 'em Up. So, yeah. We've got a bad deck. We've got a very, very bad deck. I love it, though. I'm so excited. We'll see how it goes. I think Absorbing Man, I don't even know. So Absorbing Man, we're playing on Standard, is a 29 hit points. So we do have 3 we have 3 copies of Have At Thee. Have At Thee is 7 damage for 3 resources. So that's going to be 21 of the 29 damage. So if we can trigger 3 Have At Thees, and we have 4 basic activations, we win the game. We have to do all of that before we die. Can't be too hard, right? Looks like a winning deck to me. You got it. Let's go. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I really do not think that this was a disappointment at all. Let me. Okay, so this is the Berg 123 was the user that created this deck. So the Berg 123, thank you so very much for the incredible deck. I am scared, but yeah. So Absorbing Man is considered one of the easiest villains. He does not have any mini minions in his deck whatsoever, which Valkyrie does thrive off of minions. Now, with that said, I don't know if this deck can handle multiple minions on the table at the same time. If we have, I don't even know. I don't even know. Um, the reason that we dealt out 49 cards is Deathglow is considered, at least on CDB, a 50th card. So I don't actually. Does anyone know what the actual ruling was there? Is Deathglow considered part of your deck build? Like, if you're running at a minimum deck, are you running 39 cards? Or are you running? Do you have to have a extra card after Deathglow, or to replace Deathglow? Because Valkyrie's kit has 16 cards in it. I don't actually know if that was ever. I'm sure it was clarified at some point. I just don't know what the clarification was. But regardless, I'm not running one extra card. we gotta get in. I gotta get in some damage quick. Whew. Okay. Now show pass. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until environment is discarded. Put that environment into play. Shuffle the encounter deck. Also, if we see shadows, we are in so very much trouble. Just not good. So our environment is Rocky Outcrop. So after Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, heal 1 damage from him, 2 damage instead if there are 5 or more delay counters in the main scheme. So our now the 4 basic activations is not necessarily true. If we can get Dragon Fang, then we do have less activations. It goes down to 2 activations. So we're looking for damage is kind of the way that I'm going to be playing this deck. This starts out with 2. This is a Force Interrupt. Whenever an environment enters play, discard each other environment card from play, and then after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 delay counter on the main scheme. We'll count delay counters up here. Ooh. So I don't think it was ever ruled on. Caleb mentioned for Vision, who's kind of the same thing, said that there is no rule. They didn't count it towards the deck, but do what you want. Okay, cool. Regardless, at a 50 card deck, you meet it either way. It's either 49 or 50, which are both legal decks. Okay, so set Deathglow outside out of play. Detach Deathglow and set it aside out of play. We got Warrior of the Great Web starting out real strong with Warrior of the Great Web and Spider Tingle. We do have Dragon Fang. This is huge, actually. Dragon Fang is great. Because we can attach Deathglow to Absorbing Man, and then our basic attacks are dealing 4 damage to Absorbing Man. Hey, BB, how's it going? We've got Government Liaison, Annabelle Riggs, and a Hanger Bay. We are going to keep Annabelle Riggs, mainly because we are in Alter Ego. We can trigger her Alter Ego action, but really, I want to have a blocker. Game over, you. Yeah, this was easy. This was fun. We should try this again. The, yeah, so it's a damage race, right? If I take, I need to prevent damage. The way that I can prevent damage in this is blocking with one of my 4 allies. So less than 10% of my deck is allies, right? 4 out of 50 cards. Then I have a basic defend, which I don't want to use. And then I have the defense cards, Shield Maiden, I think that they are. Whereas if I'm defending against an attack made by a enemy with Deathglow attached, then I don't have to exhaust. That's another way that we could get there. True Grit, solid. Have at thee. Oh, okay, there's a have at thee. Shake it off and beat him up. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we can drop a Annabelle Riggs, we can drop a Dragon Fang, we can hang on to a have at thee. Because we're not discarding this. We're not using this. This is one of our biggest sources of damage, and we need to keep it safe. Keep it safe. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Okay. Beat 'em up is also 1 damage. Valk Protection sounds amazing. It is. I think you joined a little bit after I described the deck. The deck list is in command if you want to use a command to see the deck, but it was from the Marvel Champions Monthly's Secret Santa swap. I asked the Berg to make me the worst deck that they could, and they did a good job. They did a really good job. I think it's deck list. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're gonna use a True Grit and a Beat 'em Up for Annabelle Riggs. We will go ahead and we don't need to use Annabelle Riggs for her ability because we won't be able to pay for anything. So let's go ahead and yeah, there it is. Actually we will because yeah, we have to Deathglow costs money, so that's we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Valkyrie's Spear. No, we're gonna take Shield Maiden. Because Valkyrie's Spear could actually come in handy. And I don't see this game lasting more than one deck pass. But Valkyrie's Spear could be a very playable card. Shield Maiden is as well. But since we are attaching the Deathglow to Absorbing Man, I think we need to... the Spear would be nice. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to flip Valkyrie up. Use Shield Maiden to play Deathglow. We'll attach it to Absorbing Man. We will use a Shake It Off to play Dragon Fang. Valkyrie gets +2 attack with when she's attacking the character with the Deathglow. We'll swing for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 10. We're gonna hang on to Have At Thee. Also, they couldn't just give her like 2 more hit points to act like to make her. Yeah. 12 is like the worst hit points to me, I think, because typically, you're offsetting weaknesses in the deck with HP pools, but it's not at 14, so you can't run all the limitless staminas and all the unshakables. But okay, we gotta Have At Thee. Chooser of the Slain, interesting. Oh gosh, another Have At Thee. Let's go. Visit Valhalla and a Flight of the Valkyr. Okay. So funny enough, we could actually trigger Flight of the Valkyr. Next, does Deathglow? I love the Guardian tech for the oh my yeah right the one Guardian tech and then all the Spider tech for Miles. so we have like 3 copies of Spider Tingle. We have Hanger Bay and our beefiest ally is 3 hit point. It's so good. It's so good. If I kill Absorbing Man with Deathglow attached, does Deathglow unattach? These are questions I have because I never played Valkyrie. Okay, so we're gonna place, oops, 1 threat and 1 delay counter. Oh wait, I actually have delay counters. What am I doing? Hey, Mr. Puggles, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Your money is on Absorbing Man. Well, still thank you for the sub. But I totally understand why. Sweet. Yeah, I will unattach. That's lame. Why is that? Why does Deathglow unattach but like villain attachments don't unattach? Just because Valkyrie is too good? Absorbing Man is going to attack me for 2 plus a boost card. At this point, since I have Annabelle Riggs with 1 more activation, 2 OP, yeah, that makes sense. 1 activation left. I'm going to take the attack of 2 plus 1. Oh, wait, but then Absorbing Man heals. Oh, well, I already said it. So Absorbing Man's going to heal for 1, which is actually fine because a Have At Thee and a basic activation still kills Absorbing Man, so we're good. So I take 3. So I'm down to 9. Villain heals for 1 up to 11. Bad card is Advance. Okay, so Absorbing Man scheming for 1. Absorbing Man has the stone or wood trait. He does. You are stunned. That's a bummer. Okay. When revealed, discard. Oh wait, no. This is Absorbing Man scheme for 2. So we're up to 5. We also have to figure out threat at some point in our life, but I don't know if that's going to be today. Yeah. Okay. So we do have a Chooser of the Slain. So search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion, put it into play, engage with you, and draw 2 cards. If we do that, then we could. No, there's no reason for us to do that because we wouldn't be able to play anything else from our hand. I forgot that Flight of the Valkyr is a upgrade. That actually makes Flight of the Valkyr a lot better. Let's do something crazy here. Let's use a Visit Valhalla and a Chooser of the Slain for a Flight of the Valkyr. And then we'll play a Have at the. Since we have 5 cards, we have 2 instances of Have at thee. Now, if we draw another Have at thee, we're in a lot of trouble. But I don't really know what to do about that. Absorbing Man is at 11. We're going to basic attack to get rid of the exhaust. We still have a 4 and a 7, which kills. We just can't take an undefended attack, so Annabelle is going to thwart. Okay, we'll stand up. Hey, there's our 1 copy of Multiple Man. There's our copy of Spider Tingle. And Government Liaison, meaning that we have what we need to pay for Have at thee. So we got 1 threat here. Absorbing Man's going to attack. Annabelle will block. We got 2 plus 2, and there goes Shadows. There goes Shadows. That's big for us. That's big for us. And Annabelle dies. Our encounter card is Super Absorbing Power. He gains all of the traits and comes in with 3. I think that is just going to be something that I don't even know. Okay. Okay. So Valka has a really brutal nemesis. Yeah, Enchantress. Enchantress is horrendous. So when revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside area for a copy of Seduced. And then Seduce says that you cannot make basic attack or play attack events, and as an alter ego action, you have to spend resources to discard it. The reason that this is so brutal is Valkyrie really does rely on attacks, and also her thwarting is horrendous. So in order for her, especially in solo, for her to get rid of this, she has to flip down, which causes a scheme activation, which is something that she has a really hard time taking care of. So it's bad. It's bad. And then they also have the Beguiled, where they take control of a minion. We don't like Shadows. Shadows is bad. We don't like Shadows. Absorbing Man on stage 2 is still a 2 attack. 15 health. Okay, okay. So let's go ahead and use Multiple Man, Spider Tingle, and Government Liaison to play Have at thee. So 7 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then a basic attack for 4 to kill Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man pops back out with 15 health. I'm asking about Deathglow in Discord now. I'm not 100% sure it comes off anymore. That would actually be really nice if it did not. We're going to trigger Flight of the Valkyr to remove 5. If Super Absorbing Powers in play, deal 1 encounter card to each player. Otherwise, search the encounter deck, discard power for Super Absorbing Power, and reveal it. We got an encounter card. If the Discord comes back, or if people come back and say Deathglow it's not unattached, then we will add it back. Okay. So we'll stand up. We got a Web of Life and Destiny. Let's go. A Height Advantage, a Beat 'em Up, and a Kit. Excellent. Good stuff. So we have something to pay for, and pay for Deathglow, and then Have at thee. The nice thing is we can take an undefended attack right now. It says when defeated, it comes off. Oh, that's why. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, that's still outside of outplay. Okay. So we're going to place 1 and add a delay counter. Absorbing Man's going to attack us. We're going to take another undefended attack. He will heal, but he's at full health, so we're good. +1, so it's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3. We're down to 6, and we have 2 encounter cards. We've got Dense Force, so this surges and changes into wood. Now, after Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, you take 1 indirect damage or 2 if there's 5 or more delay counters. Surges into Piercing Thorns. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. If Absorbing Man has the wood trait, discard. If he has the wood trait, just. Oh no, we lose Dragon Fang. Aha. Okay, so. Reroll a 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's fine. And then discarding Dragon Fang, that hurts. Maybe we should have taken care of a super absorbing power. No, well, it would have come right back. Then our next card is a Hydra Soldier. Guard, when defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card. Oh, and Valkyrie got readied when I defeated Absorbing Man, so I'm going to re-attack. I forgot about that she gets ready. So I'm going to deal 1, 2, 3, 4. Because when I pushed, I would have readied. Then I could have attacked for 4 again. So, and now Dragon Fang is gone. I remember there was something else that happened when you defeated when you defeated something that had Deathglow attached to it. I just could not remember what it was. Okay. Now it's my turn. I still think the right. No, well, he has guard. Oh no. That discarding a card hurt. That discarding a card hurt because we could have. Well, nah. We're gonna have to start taking undefended attacks, which will take more damage. We have to kill this Hydra Soldier. I don't think we can. Well, we have to use a Have At Thee for the Hydra Soldier. Isn't Valk meant to be good versus minions? Yes. Um. So yes, she's supposed to be good against minions. The problem is one, Absorbing Man does not have a lot of minions, and 2, the deck is not set up to handle minions well. Right? Yeah, I lost Dragon Fang. It's very sad. We're all sad about it. So I'm thinking the best thing to do here is to have at the Hydra Soldier basic attack, bringing Absorbing Man down to 9. If we can get lucky and draw into another Have At Thee, we have killed next turn. I don't know. It's not a good situation to be in, but we have to get rid of the Hydra Soldier eventually. We could basic attack, throw Deathglow onto Hydra Soldier, and hopefully draw into something, and then take care of Hydra Soldier next turn. If we so if we do that, we would be taking 4 plus a boost card, which means that we would have to defend. I don't think that we can afford to defend here. So the 2 paths that I see in my mind is we can have at the Hydra Soldier, take Absorbing Man down to 9, and then take an undefended attack. Well, then we're taking, it's basically 3 plus a boost card and probably not lose. But the other option would be to throw Deathglow onto Hydra Soldier. Or I guess Absorbing Man, honestly. Basic attack. I think we're in a lot of trouble. Oh, after the chat last time I played Marvel Dice Stone yesterday, it was a lot of fun, but you hate Loki. Oh no. Hey, Magic Moose Moo, how's it going? I think we need to take care of this Hydra Soldier, or I think we lose. Because if we don't take care of the Hydra Soldier, we're coming in at 5 plus a boost card, which means that we have to defend. If the boost card is 1, we still lose. So we have to kill the Hydra Soldier. So let's go ahead and use these 3 for Have At Thee to kill the Hydra Soldier. dealing ourselves an encounter card. Valk will attack Absorbing Man for 2. Okay, we're ready. Stand Together, Valhalla, True Grit, Shake It Off, Valk Spear. So I think this turns into a defend. This turns into a defend until we can find a another have at thee, our last have at thee, or Miles. Miles could also help us here. Really, any ally would be nice because then that prolongs it a turn. So let's throw 1 here. Delay counters goes up to 2. Absorbing Man is going to attack us for 2. We will defend, so it's not an undefended attack. So 2 plus, put this card into play. So Snowy Hillside. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack of you, place 1 threat on the main scheme, 2 threat if there are 5 or more. That's fine. That's actually way better. Defend and flip down probably to draw more cards. Yeah, our threat is looking pretty good. I like that. Okay, we've got Stall Tactics. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters on the main scheme. If no threat is placed this way, in search. So we got 2 threat on the main. And not take a hit, yeah. And we got a Hydra Regular, which insights. This is actually fine. We can deal with the Hydra Regular. Okay. This is actually not bad at all. Nope, it is because I'm exhausted. So we're sitting at 5. We're probably good. Okay, so let's go True Grit and Stand Together for a Valhalla, and then a Shake It Off for a Valkyrie Spear. And we will flip down. Stand up. Good call, Jason. Got OP. Chooser of the Slain could actually be nice here. Just to give us more cards. Flight of the Valkyr. Moondragon OP. Warning. Warrior of the Great Web. Ugh. It hurts so much. Flight of Valkyr. Actually, Flight of Valkyr is nice because what we can do is we can throw Flight of the Valkyr down, Death Glow onto the Hydra Regular, basic attack to kill Hydra Regular. We get to stand up, we get a basic attack against Absorbing Man, and 5 threat removal, which is probably a super absorbing power, depending on how this scheme activation goes. And then we can pull Hydra Regular back out and kill him again. Okay, so we've got 1 threat here, 1 delay counter. Absorbing Man scheming for 2. Plus, we got the Abandoned Facility. After he makes an undefended attack against you, discard 1 resource icon from your hand. That's horrible. So 2. Hydra Regular gets 1. So we're at 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Our encounter card is a Steel Kick. Alter Ego, place 2 threat on the main scheme. 3 threat if Absorbing Man has the metal trait. That is game. Bummer. That stinks. That stinks. Yeah, Steel Kick places 3 threat because he has the metal trait, so we do go up to 12. Where was our... Oh, our Have At Thee was at the very bottom of the deck. Spider-Man was there. Yeah, we would have had a hard time with that, I think. But I blame Jason for telling me to flip down. I'm just kidding. Okay. If we didn't lose Death Glow, I think that game, or if we didn't lose Dragon Fang, I think that game goes a lot better. But let's try it again. Super Absorbing Power coming out. I don't know. Though, yeah, I need those allies out there to help take some hits. But I do think that flipping down while Absorbing Man has one scheme, it is pretty strong. What we may actually do, what may actually be the right call, is to stay in Alter Ego for maybe the first turn, depending on what you draw, and hopefully draw into something that can help. I do think, I say it all the time that, the priority needs to be getting rid of super absorbing power. And I think that probably is true. I think we do need to make sure that we do that. So Snowy Hillside is one threat on the main scheme after an undefended attack. Is my camera doing the fuzzy thing again? It is. Hold on one second. Hopefully that fixes it. I don't know why it started doing that. That's weird. Hopefully that fixes it. Okay. I feel it. Do you think that there is a better matchup for this deck than Absorbing Man? I think Rhino is too fast because you need something that can stall out a little bit. Mr. Puggles, I missed the start of the stream. What makes this the worst deck? So for the Marvel Champions monthly Secret Santa deck exchange, I requested my Secret Santa to make me the worst deck possible, and they very much succeeded. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So it's a protection Valkyrie deck that has it's dipping its toe into Web Warrior stuff because we have one. Well, we don't even have a Web Warrior in the deck, but Spider-Man can become a Web Warrior because we have a Warrior of the Great Web. So if we get Warrior of the Great Web onto the table, then that's that. Yeah. And then also we have Guardian stuff. We have one Guardian in the deck. We're running one copy of Multiple Man. It's a 50 card deck. It's just bad. It's just bad. Master Mold. That's interesting. Master Mold could be really good here. I like it. Let's try Master Mold after this. Good call. Good call, BB. Because that's 26 hit points of damage, which makes it a lot easier to deal with. Because we have 3 of Have At These, which is 21, then 2 basic activations with the Dragon Fang, or 3 basic activations without the Dragon Fang to finish it off. Darcy, is there anything you think it can't handle? Minion schemes, villain support? Or are we talking just tragic all around? It handle it. I don't know what it can handle. Most of the cards are dead cards, right? So most of the cards are very very specific that only work in a very specific circumstance. Like we cannot play Hangar Bay, right? Hangar Bay says that after an ally defense and survives, you can ready the ally. Our highest hit point ally is 3, so it's not going to survive any attack. We have True Grit. No, not True Grit. We do have True Grit, which is just bad. But we have Shake It Off. We have Shake It Off, so that is if a Guardian character takes no damage, which from this scenario cannot happen because Moondragon only has 2 health and all of our enemies are swinging for a minimum of 2. So there's just a lot of stuff. It's also a 50 card deck, so good luck getting your yeah, exactly. It's great. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's so bad. So what I think, I like Master Mold. I think a standard Master Mold could be a better or a good option here. Could be interesting. So you pretty much have to rely on your hero cards that are lost in a swamp of 50, guessing no cards help you draw either. So outside of Chooser of the Slain, there are no cards that help you draw. But Chooser of the Slain, kind of the strategy so far that I've found that I think may be the best way to do this is to go Deathglow on Absorbing Man, and then use all of the abilities to hit Absorbing Man. Whereas Chooser of the Slain pulls out a minion, which we have a really hard time taking care of. But I probably could have pulled out a Hydra regular or Hydra Patrol. Has Hanger deck has Hanger ever been used in a normal deck? Considering I just draw two of them, that's actually like this is a good hand. Like this is a good first hand because I'm getting rid of 5 cards. So 10% of my deck I immediately am mulliganing through. I do think I want to grab Spider-Man um out of it though. But maybe Dark Strangers, they can make everyone tough. Quicksilver could also do that, but I don't know. So okay, so this is something that I'm going to start doing. I had this idea. I haven't talked to Jason about it yet. So hey Jason, I have an idea for the Discord, um, or for the channel if Jason absolutely hates it. But I want to maybe like weekly or monthly have a card of the week where everyone kind of like Hanger Bay, like cards that you don't necessarily get to play very frequently. And say the card of the week is Hanger Bay. Now it's the job of everyone to try and build a deck that focuses on utilizing Hanger Bay to try and see if we can make this card work. And then I want to play one of those decks or the top rated deck or something from the Discord. But there are so many cards out there like beat 'em up there that are just like really I've never played really. So is there a way to make that a little bit better? Okay, we got Warning, Warrior of the Great Web, True Grit, Shield Maiden, Flight of the Valkyr. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go Warrior of the Great Red, True Grit, and Warning to play Spider-Man. We're gonna give him +2 attack until the end of the phase. We will go ahead and swing at Absorbing Man to take Absorbing Man down to 10. And also, I need to fix my hit points back up to 12. We're gonna toss Shield Maiden and stand up. We will draw into a Stand Together. An Aragorn. Stand together. Oh, geez. Good. Get all the bad cards out first. Chooser the Slain. And a Have at Thee. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Interesting. So we've got 1 threat here, 1 delay counter. Absorbing Man scheming for 1 +2. And there goes Shadows again. Let's go. That's 5. Hey, Salsa. How's it going? Hanger Bay is great with Spider UK to machine gun down mitten. Interesting. Yeah. So like that. Like I want... Like I would have never thought about that. But I feel like if I focus on a card or if people focus on a card, they come up with really cool stuff like that. That's really cool. Yeah. Okay, let's flip up at this point. Spider-Man will go ahead and attack for 2. Actually, hold up. Let's do the order of operations here. We're gonna spend 2 for a Flight of the Valkyr. We're going to go Chooser of the Slain. So search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and put it into play. That's going to be a Hydra regular. We get to draw 2 cards when we do that. My dividers came in today. Nice. That's exciting. Are from Tesseract? Or different dividers. We have to draw 2 cards, which is going to be a Height Advantage and another Have at Thee. That's a little unfortunate, but that's fine. So, no, that's fine. That's fine. We're actually good here. Okay. So let's go height advantage to play Death Glow onto Hydra Regular. Basic attack for 2, which will kill Hydra Regular and trigger Flight of the Valkyrie. Take this down to 0. We get to Ready Valkyrie. We'll go Aragorn to Death Glow Absorbing Man. We will basic attack for 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 6. And we have a have at thee to push. So we can stand up, stand up. Draw into Stand Together, nice. Spider Tangle, nice. And a Hanger Bait, nice. Right now I'm hoping to not draw good cards because I want to be able to pay for these. You're waiting to bundle 6 to release. Nice, that's exciting. The Tesseract Dividers look so cool. Okay, so we got 1 or 5, I don't remember now. Nice. Delay, Absorbing Man's going to attack, Spider-Man's going to block. +3, good block Spider-Man, jeez. The one that includes Mutant Genesis. Oh, yeah. Nice. Steel Kick. He has the Ice Strike. Hero take 3 indirect damage or 4 indirect damage if Absorbing Man has the metal trait. So 1, 2, 3, down to 9. We will go ahead and thwart 1. We will spend 3 to play a Have At Thee to deal 7 damage to Absorbing Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Deathglow on attaches. Valkyrie gets to be ready. And we push on to Absorbing Man 2, which has 15 health. And we have to go find Super Absorbing Power. Oh my goodness. We have a chooser. Or we have a Have At Thee. I think it's a race now. Oh my gosh, it's so painful. It's so painful. Mr. Puggles, I ended up doing 3-ring binders instead of dividers, and I'm super happy with it. So all of your cards, including like hero stuff, are in 3-ring binders. That's cool. We will attack for 2, taking Absorbing Man down to 13. We'll stand up. We got a Visit Valhalla, a True Grit, Warrior of the Great Web, and a Shake It Off. Sweet. So we got 1 there. Absorbing Man is going to attack for 2. Now, the question here is at 13, we've got a Have At Thee for 7, a basic activation for 2 is 9. I think we take this undefended because if we flip into something that is worse than Snowy Hillside, then we're in a lot of trouble because we can't take things undefended next time. Yep, we'll take it undefended. So 2 plus a boost card, +2. 1, 2, 3, 4, down to 5. And then we place 1 threat on the main. Our encounter card is a Rocky Outcrop. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, heal 1 damage from him. So that may matter. I am not actually sure. There is no reason for us right now to attach Deathglow to Absorbing Man. I think I'm probably not going to. The reason being is we're gonna flip down. Wait, shoot, we're flipping down. We're easily flipping down. But Have At Thee does not have a additional benefit if we have Deathglow attached. And so I'd rather use, if a minion comes out, attach Deathglow to the minion to get the benefits there. So let's just go ahead and 3 for a Have At Thee for 7 of them. Absorbing Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to 6. Now the question is, yeah, we're gonna attack 1, 2. Because if we draw Dragon Fang, at this point, if we draw Dragon Fang or a Have At Thee, we win, assuming that we don't scheme out. We'll flip down. If we don't, we can recover now. We'll toss a... No, we have Visit Valhalla. We're gonna play Visit Valhalla for a have at thee. Let's go. Okay, nice. I love it. Um, we're we're gonna go ahead and use Visit Valhalla to grab a have at thee from our discard pile. Well, ready? We have Kit, another have at thee. So even if we discard a card, I think we have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll place 1 and 1. Absorbing Man will scheme for 2 plus 3 is 5. Oh gosh, come on. And our encounter card is a Gang Up. This card gains Surge. Surges into a Hydra Soldier with Guard. No. That's actually probably fine. Maybe. Oh no, I think that messes us up. Okay, so we got 7 here, 3 rolls over. No, we're good. Villain's at 4. We're fine. We are fine. So let's go ahead and flip with the Valkyrie. We will use a beat 'em up to go Deathglow onto Hydra Soldier. We will use 3 to play a have at thee to kill the Hydra Soldier. It has overkill 3. 1, 2, 3. Valk will swing for 2. We did it. We did it, y'all. We had a second have at thee. Woo! Okay. Let's what are we thinking? Do we want to try Master Mold? I feel like Master Mold could be fun. Valk is OP. Valk can win with any deck. It's proven. It has now been proven that Valkyrie is OP. Nerf Valk. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? I think my favorite part about this deck is the 1 copy of Multiple Man. I find that incredibly hilarious. What do we think? Master Mold, a different villain, something. If Master Mold is, let's do Master Mold. I think let's try Master Mold, and then we may try something maybe a little bit harder. And then I do want to do what Brant suggested and take all these cards and shuffle them into Strange and see what happens, because that sounds fun. I am so happy we got a win. Master Mold, then Ronin. Outside of Descry, I would be, that should be a challenge. Can anyone build a Valkyrie deck? Not even this one. Any Valkyrie deck that can beat Ronin. I'd be interested. Okay. I'm gonna go be right back. I'm gonna get a on expert. Yeah. It would be kind of interesting to see how far we could get. Probably not very far, because Ronin, you need blockers, and we have 4 in a 50 card deck. Alrighty, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee.